Picture this: you are cooking dinner, sipping your favorite tea, or baking holiday cookies, and there is that punch of flavor that hits you just right. That warm, zesty zing. That is ginger. Now imagine a world without it. No ginger tea for colds, no spiced cookies, no flavor boost in your stir-fries. Hard to imagine, right? But the story of ginger is not just about flavor. It is a journey that spans thousands of years, oceans, empires, and cultures. And it is way wilder than you probably think. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we are diving into the story of ginger, the golden, spicy rhizome that has been more than just a kitchen staple. It is a medicine, a cultural icon, and a global traveler that has literally shaped cuisines and traditions across the world. We are going to explore where it came from, how it spread across continents, why so many cultures cherished it, and why even today it is considered a health powerhouse. Stick around, because after this, you will never look at a slice of ginger the same way again. Let's start with the plant itself. Ginger, or Zingiber officinale, belongs to the same family as turmeric and cardamom. The part we all know and love is the rhizome, that thick, knobby underground stem that packs all the flavor and health magic. Interestingly, ginger as we know it does not exist in the wild anymore. Every plant we eat today is the result of thousands of years of human cultivation. Imagine that. Every spicy bite, every soothing cup of tea, it's all part of a story that humans shaped. It all began over 5,000 years ago, in what we call Maritime Southeast Asia, places like Indonesia, Malaysia, and the surrounding tropical islands. The first people to cultivate it were the Austronesian seafarers, ancient mariners who traveled incredible distances across the Pacific. They did not just carry ginger for flavor. They carried it as medicine, as a trade item, and sometimes even as a symbol of status. Ginger, in those days, was basically a multi-tool of survival and culture. From these tropical islands, ginger traveled to India and China, where it was quickly embraced for more than just its taste. In India, it became central to Ayurvedic medicine. Ancient healers used it to soothe digestive problems, fight inflammation, boost energy, and even support overall wellness. Ginger was not just a spice, it was a cornerstone of holistic health. In China, ginger was integrated into traditional medicine as well. It was used to aid digestion, improve circulation, and combat the common cold. What is fascinating is that the same plant was used across continents for similar purposes. Centuries before anyone knew about global trade, people just figured out its powers. Now, ginger's journey becomes a story of trade and adventure. By the 1st century CE, it was traveling along Middle Eastern and Mediterranean trade routes. Merchants carried it to Greece, Rome, and Egypt. Even Pliny the Elder, the famous Roman author, wrote about ginger, praising its flavor and medicinal properties. By the Middle Ages in Europe, ginger had become a luxury item. In England, it was sometimes worth as much as a sheep. Can you imagine trading an entire sheep for a pound of ginger? That is how highly people valued it. Then, during the Age of Exploration, European powers like the Portuguese, Spanish, and Dutch transported ginger to Africa, the Caribbean, and the Americas. A plant that began in tropical islands, thousands of miles away, was now being grown and used worldwide. Ginger had gone from a regional staple to a global superstar, flavoring dishes and helping people feel better across continents. Let's take a moment to talk about culture. The word ginger itself tells a story. It comes from the Greek zingiberis, which traces back to the Sanskrit word wandavara, meaning horn-shaped, a reference to the twisted, knobby shape of the rhizome. Even the name carries a journey of trade and migration. Culturally, ginger has always been more than food. In India, it was used in rituals and ceremonies and symbolized health and prosperity. In China, it was a key ingredient in remedies for colds and digestion. In Africa and the Caribbean, it flavored drinks, stews, and sauces. No matter where it traveled, ginger became deeply woven into the local culture, a small plant with a massive impact. Of course, we cannot talk about ginger without talking food. In India and Southeast Asia, ginger forms the backbone of curries, pickles, and chai. In China, it flavors stir-fries, soups, and herbal teas. Across Europe, ginger became famous for baked goods, from gingerbread to spicy cookies that are holiday staples today. Even in the Caribbean, ginger is the main ingredient in drinks like ginger beer and seasonings for meats. One little plant, influencing kitchens all over the world for thousands of years. That is wild when you think about it. Now, let's talk about what makes ginger more than just tasty. Modern science confirms a lot of what ancient cultures knew. Ginger is anti-inflammatory. helping with joint pain and swelling. It is a digestive aid, perfect for nausea and gut issues. It is packed with antioxidants, which protect your cells, and it even boosts immunity, helping fight colds and infections. Researchers are also studying ginger for neuroprotective, anti-diabetic, and anti-cancer properties. While more studies are needed, there is no denying this little root is a health powerhouse. It is like a superhero in your spice rack, fighting off problems while adding flavor. Here is where things get even more interesting. Did you know ginger was sometimes used as a type of currency in ancient trade? The plant itself can grow up to 3 or 4 feet tall, with lush green leaves and beautiful yellow flowers. India produces roughly 30% of the world's ginger today, keeping its status as a global leader in cultivation. And that gnarly, twisted shape of the rhizome? It is not just quirky, it helps the plant store nutrients and survive tropical conditions. Every time you handle a piece of ginger, you are holding thousands of years of history, science, and culture in your hands. Fast forward to today, and ginger is everywhere. It is in your kitchen, your teas, your baked goods, and even your supplements. Food scientists and herbalists are studying its bioactive compounds, especially gingerol, for everything from health supplements to functional foods. And culturally, ginger continues to connect us to our past. Every slice, every cup of tea, every sprinkle in your meal is a reminder of ancient trade, exploration, and human ingenuity. From tropical islands to your grocery store, ginger's journey is literally global history in action. So tell me, how do you use ginger? Is it in your tea, baked goods, or savory dishes? Drop your favorite ways in the comments below. And if you are enjoying this deep dive into food history, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because there are tons more spicy stories coming your way. Ginger shows up in festivals and traditions all over the world. In India, turmeric and ginger together are often used in ceremonies. In the West, gingerbread houses and spiced cookies are holiday staples. And in herbal traditions across Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean, ginger has long been a go-to remedy for common ailments. It is incredible to think that one small plant has touched so many lives, cuisines, and cultures for thousands of years. Ginger is not just a spice. It is history, medicine, and culture all rolled into one. So next time you slice up ginger for your tea, curry, or cookies, remember this: you are holding a plant that traveled thousands of miles, shaped global cuisines, healed countless people, and even helped fuel trade and empires. If you learned something new today and love diving into food history, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a spicy story. And hey, share this video with someone who loves cooking, spices, or just wild history stories. Because ginger is not just a spice, it is history you can taste. Stay spicy, my friends. See you in next video. Take care yourself till that. Thanks for watching.